मैं तो बोल रहा हूं 10 साल से भी ज्यादा हो गए, 15 साल हो गए। पहले 12 साल वीडियोस पड़े रहते थे यूट्यूब पे और 30-40 व्यूज रहते थे उस पे, क्योंकि हमने उन पर कभी पैसा नहीं लगाया। आप जो डोनेशन में पैसा देते हैं ना, उसी से वो वीडियो किसी के पास पहुंचता है। तुम भी जो वीडियो देख करके मेरे पास आए हो, वो तुम तक किसी न किसी की डोनेशन के माध्यम से पहुंचा है। जनता की ओर से जितना भी डोनेशन आता है, उसका बड़े से बड़ा हिस्सा इसी काम में लग जाता है कि हमारी किताबें, हमारा वीडियोस, इनका प्रचार हो सके और ये लोगों तक पहुंच सके। आपने जो भी राशि दी है वो वापस आपके पास ही पहुंच गई प्रचार के रूप में कि लीजिए देखिए।
The first question comes from Jamie. He has quoted from the Katha Upanishad. Nachiketa said, "That which you see as other than righteousness and unrighteousness, other than all this cause and effect, other than what has been and what is to be, tell me that." Yam said, "The goal which all the Vedas declare, which all austerities aim at, and which all men desire when they lead the life of continence, I will tell you briefly. It is Om. This syllable Om is indeed Brahma. This syllable is the highest. Whosoever knows this syllable obtains all that he desires. This is the best support, and this is the highest support. Whosoever knows this support is adored in the world of Brahma." So, Jamie is asking, "Dear Acharya Ji, can you please elaborate on what the Rishi refers to as Om and what he means by Om being the best and highest support? Thank you for your guidance. Deepest gratitude, Jamie." Jamie, in the Upanishads, Om is used as a powerful symbol of transcendence. It consists of 3 sounds: A, O, and Ma. These correspond to the 3 states of consciousness. Om begins where one currently is. Obviously, there can be no other place to begin with. You can only begin from where you are. So, Om begins with A, which is your current state of consciousness. What is your current state of consciousness? The one in which you perceive the facts of the world, the one which you call as the waking state of consciousness, the one in which you perceive yourself as the body, are body identified, and the body is the consumer of the various objects in the world. That is A. A is the beginning. Whether in the alphabet, Varnamala, or in Om, A pertains to your current state of consciousness. So the journey begins from A. Then Om says, transcend A. And how do you transcend A? You transcend any state of consciousness only by knowing it well. That is the way of the seeker. Know your waking state of consciousness, know the material, know the facts of the world, know your gross actions, because they are the easiest to know. The world is perceivable. Your actions too are perceivable. Know them. A refers to your most easily accessible layer of consciousness, the most superficial layer of consciousness, and hence A is most easily available to be known. And then you move to U. U refers to that state of consciousness which remains unavailable to your usual conscious self, but nevertheless deeply impacts your functioning, your life, your mind. This is the state of consciousness that manifests itself when you go to sleep. In the Upanishadic parlance, U would pertain to your identity as Tejas. And obviously that means A pertains to your identity as Vaishwanar. Or you could take a slightly different route and you could say A pertains to all that which is sthul. A pertains to the domain of sthul sharir, and correspondingly U pertains to the domain of sukshma sharir. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is obvious. The domain of U, which is the deeper level of mind, is more difficult to know than the domain of A. It's easier to watch your actions than to watch your thoughts. It's easier to watch your thoughts than to watch your dreams. One who has transcended A enters U. And if you can transcend the U mind as well, then a greater challenge awaits you, Ma, which is the Karan Sharir, which is the domain of the mind in which your identity is that of Pragya. which is the level of consciousness in which the world is gone, the various branch vrittis, tendencies are also transcended, and all that remains is the mool aham vritti, the deepest I instinct. So, in the course of Om, in his journey through Om, what is the seeker doing? The seeker is penetrating to deeper and deeper levels of his mind. He started off from where he was, which was the most superficial level, the waking state of consciousness.